What's up, everybody? Got a Vinyl Finds video, if anyone's interested. My first record is the new Lost Dog Street Band, Survived. Benjamin Todd, just amazing writer. Any of their albums, they're just killer. He just writes some of the best Americana songs out there today. He's lived the life. He's lived the Woody Guthrie street life, man. Just check this out. Check out anything by Benjamin Todd. Killer album, man. Next, Little Feat. Time Loves a Hero. Man, I love Little Feat. Just funky stuff. You know, got a little country twang to it. It's all over the place. I mean, this earlier stuff, man, so good. I have most of their albums. Every time I find them cheap, I grab them. It's a great album, man. Next, we got Newgrass Revival on the Boulevard. I'm trying to get all their albums. I love Sam Bush. I love Bella Fleck, man. Just they're all good. I mean, even I had one of the '70s ones. Those are killer too. Before Bella came, just great albums. Any of these, man. All right, Country Gazette, Trader in the Midst. Oh, these guys are all like, Nashville session guys, just playing. No singing in these albums. Just great, like twangy country music. I have a couple of these. They're all good. Roland White used to be in this band. He's not in this album though. Next, Johnny Paycheck, Loving You Beats All I've Ever Seen. I try to collect all Johnny Paycheck's albums. I found this one. I never heard this one. Great album. I don't even think I had heard any of the songs on this album. I mean, yeah, The Most Beautiful Girl, the covers, but it was really good. I love his voice. I'm going to say great shape. And then next, we got Justin Tubbs. Found this in a dollar bin. It's a promo copy. He's singing some of his stuff, some of his dad's stuff. Great album. I never heard any of his stuff. Great album, man. The Mysterious Rhinestone Cowboy, David Allan Coe. I've got a bunch of new Coe stuff, and I've been trying to get through it. I never had this one before. Great album. This early stuff. It was some of his best stuff. The writing was really good at this time. Yeah. Glad to have that in the collection. Coe Wetzel's 9 Lives. I say it all the time. I shouldn't like Coe Wetzel, but I do, man. I love him. Like Texas country rock. Just screw up songs about doing drugs and being an asshole. Love it. Next, Sierra. So this album, I've been looking for a long time. The album cover is horrible, but this is the Flying Burrito Brothers. They just made this one-off album by a different name, and it's a little less country. It has country. I mean, it's got Sneaky Pete playing steel in it. It's a pretty different album, but I enjoyed it a lot. If you ever find it, you should grab it. Next, Mel Street. This is the album that they put out after he had passed. Yeah, after he committed suicide. Great album. Just Hanging On's a great song. I mean, I think he would have been way bigger if he just lived a little longer. The songs are great on this. Next, Mallard in a Different Climate. This is white label promo. This is different. This is a little bit of country, a little bit of it's got some synthesizers in it. It sounds like ZZ Top a little bit at times. It's cool, man. It's like almost like fusion. If you ever find this, grab it, man. I paid $1 for it, and it's well worth the $1 I paid. Here's another one I found in a cheap bin. It's a Private Press Company's Coming, Turn Back the Clock. It's old timey bluegrass. Pretty good stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, I liked it. There's a couple darker songs on there. It's pretty cool. Another cheap find I found here. The Thrasher Brothers and Those Singing Americans, Picking and Grinning. It's alright. It's just like it's a lot of Christian country on there. There's a couple of okay songs. The steel guitar, and it's really good in the guitar playing. I'm glad I picked it up just for the playing, and it's pretty good. This here, Two Different Bars by Ramo and the Tennessee Rebels. Check that out. This is from 1990. This album, the guy's voice is, but the players in this are great. I didn't even know where it came from. I just picked it up in Raleigh last week. I mean, you see that cover, you gotta grab it for cheap because you never know what you're gonna get, Next, we got David Allan Coe, Long Haired Redneck. This is my second copy of this. I got it for like $5, and it was in better shape than the one I had. This has Living on the Run and Long Haired Redneck. This is one of my favorite Coe albums. It's just great, and I love that cover. That cover is so cool, man. All right, next, got this last weekend. Douglas Flint Dillard, You Don't Need a Reason to Sing. Love the Dillard brothers. I love the, sorry about that shine there. I love the, Dillard and Clark albums, with Doug. This is really good. It's a little bluegrassy, a little country rock. Enjoyed it. I'm glad I picked it up. Very good album. This was like a blind buy. The cover just got me. Dennis Russo. It's like Indian funky. I don't know. I didn't know what to think. I saw the cover, but I mean, it's a pretty cool album. The noise, sound, the instruments are definitely cool to listen to. Got this today. Pilgrim to Rise and Fawn. This is the new Norman Blake album. John R. Cash, Johnny Cash's son. Norman Blake's semi-retired. He doesn't really leave his house too much. So John R. Cash brought a bunch of people like Jerry Douglas and Carlene Carter and who else is on here? Jamie Johnson's on here. Beautiful songs he does with Jamie Johnson. Jamie Hartford, which is John Hartford's son, and I mean a lot of the Carter family all went up and they just sat in Norman's house and played songs, man. If you see this, pick it up. Cool album. Cool album. Next, Vernon Oxford, American's Unknown Superstar. This is straight up awesome. This is like country. Like this guy, man, it's really good. Anything I find of his, I grab. You know, it's like to me, it's kind of like sounds like if Hank Williams was singing in the 70s, kind of. You know, it's really cool. I always grab his stuff. This is cool, man. Bought this in Raleigh last week. I'm glad I found it. This is another one I got. Bill Kemp and the Paradise Pickers. Look at this thing. I buy these. I see these covers and I can't leave them, man. I just can't leave them. And it's called I Know, You Know, We Know. And it's weird. It's like, to me, this album, his other stuff's a little more country, but this one kind of is like, feels like, most of it feels like if Elvis Costello was in a country band. But then there's some really twangy stuff on here too. Great steel playing by Myron. I'm gonna say his name wrong. Let me say it. Weldon Myrick, which, you know, he's been in some great albums. This is really cool. I mean, look at that cover. I'm a cheesy cover collector, man. I can't leave them, man. I found this one today. Preacher Jack, the rock and roll preacher. This album, it's got Sleepy LaBeef on it. If you know who Sleepy is, he's a honky-tonk guitar player, crazy great guitar player. If you're a fan of, like, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis, Gary Stewart, that type of honky-tonk, you'd like this. This is really good, man. Last of all, listen to on the radio here, I got Mac Davis, All the Love in the World. I'm not a big, like, his slower stuff. He had some cool funky stuff here and there. This one's okay. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to try to get another video out this week if I have time. Till then, have a good night, guys.